Jai Hind friends. In this lecture we are going to start our next topic, change of variables. Sometimes the problems in double integration can be solved easily by changing the independent variables. Let the double integral be integral over r f(x, y) dx dy. It is to be changed to new variables u and v. For conversion, the relation between xy and uv are given, and these relations are, say, x equal to phi uv and y equals to psi uv. To change the variables from xy to uv, we shall substitute these values of x and y in this function f(x, y). This dx dy is not replaced directly by du dv, but this dx dy is replaced by j du dv. What is this j? This j is del xy upon del uv, that is Jacobian of x and y with respect to u and v, and it is nothing but del x over del u, del x over del v, del y over del u, del y over del v. Thus, the value of j, when we calculate, either it may look positive or negative. If some negative sign is there, then we shall exclude that negative sign, and that is why we have written here as mod j. By doing so, the whole function inside the integral will be converted into u and v. The dx dy written further will be replaced by mod j du dv, and this integral will be transformed to u and v. This integral in terms of u and v will then be evaluated, and the value of integral will be obtained. I summarize what is the procedure to evaluate a double integral by change of variables. Let double integral over r f(x, y) dx dy be given integral. To change the variables x and y to u and v, we follow steps as below. First of all, find the values of x and y in terms of u and v, because we are given relations between xy and uv. So, we shall find the value of x in terms of u and v, also the value of y in terms of u and v. Then we shall calculate j, that is Jacobian of x and y with respect to u and v. This Jacobian is del x over del u, del x over del v, del y over del u, del y over del v, because x and y are already expressed in terms of u and v. Therefore, we can calculate this Jacobian, and the value of j will be obtained. Then we shall find dx dy using dx dy is equal to mod of j du dv. Then by doing so, the integrand in this integral will be converted into u and v. Now we shall draw region R corresponding to the given integral in xy plane. With the help of boundaries of this equation and taking other considerations also, we shall find corresponding region in uv plane. That is, we shall draw another diagram which will be called uv plane, and that uv plane will be used to find the corresponding region for this region R in terms of u and v. Find the limits of u and v from new region. Applying these limits, the integral will be evaluated, and the value of the integral will be our answer. Then what we will do? First of all, we shall find the values of x and y in terms of u and v. Then we shall find j, so that dx dy equal to mod j du dv can be written. Then we will draw the region of integration in original xy plane. With the help of that region, we shall find limits, we shall find new region in uv plane, and from that region in uv plane we shall find limits of u and v. Applying these limits, the integral can be evaluated. Now we understand this procedure with the help of example. Example says, evaluate double integral over r x plus y whole square dx dy, where r is the parallelogram in the xy plane with vertices 1 0, 3 1, 2 2 and 0 1, using the transformation u equal to x plus y and v equal to x minus 2y. We want to evaluate this double integral using these transformations, and the region in xy plane is the parallelogram whose vertices are 1 0, 3 1, 2 2 and 0 1. As we have discussed, first of all we shall find values of x and y in terms of u and v. We have, this is as our given integral. The relation between xy and uv are x plus y equal to u, x minus y, x minus 2y equal to v. These two relations are given. We shall solve these equations algebraically to find the values of x and y in terms of u and v. For this, suppose we first find y. If I subtract equation 2 from equation 1, then these terms of x will cancel out and I will be left with y plus 2y, that is 3y. In right hand side it will be u minus v. The value of y from this relation will be written as 1 upon 3 u minus v. Now we shall try to find x. For this value of y is substituted in, say, equation 1, because first equation was x plus y equals to u. So putting y equals to 1 upon 3 u minus v, it will be u. This 1 by 3 u minus v will be transposed toward right hand side. It gives u minus u by 3 plus v by 3, and x becomes 2u by 3 plus v by 3. Y was already calculated as this. Thus value of x is 2u by 3 plus v by 3. Value of y is u by 3 minus v by 3. Now when I have calculated x and y, then I shall calculate value of j, that is Jacobian. Jacobian was, j was del xy upon del uv, which is del x over del u, del x over del v, del y over del u and del y over del v. Del x over del u, when calculated from this expression, will be 2 upon 3, because terms of v will give 0. Del x upon del v from this term will be 1 by 3. Del y over del u calculated from here will give 1 by 3, and del y over del v calculated from here will give minus 1 by 3. Simplifying, 2 by 3 times minus 1 by 3 gives minus 2 by 9. This 1 by 3 times 1 by 3 gives minus 1 by 9, and simplifying we get minus 1 by 3. It is the value of del xy upon del uv. Because dx dy is mod j du dv, where j was this Jacobian. The value of this Jacobian del xy upon del uv we have calculated in previous slide as minus 1 by 3. So dx dy will be written as mod of minus 1 by 3 du dv, and it gives dx dy is equal to 1 upon 3 du dv. Thus, we have calculated dx dy. Also, the value of x plus y was u. These values are substituted in the original integral which was given to us. Substituting x plus y equals to u, dx dy equals to 1 by 3 du dv, it gives double integral u square 1 by 3 du dv, where this region is replaced by r dash because the integral is transformed into u and v. So, region of integration will be transformed in terms of u and v, and therefore, I have renamed the region as r dash. Simplification gives 1 by 3 double integral over r dash u square du dv. Now, this double integral is to be evaluated. This double integral is in terms of u and v. So, to evaluate this double integral, we shall first find limits for u and v. To find limits for u and v, I need to draw this region r dash. This region r dash will be drawn using the original region given here, this r. With the help of this region r and using its boundaries, we shall calculate the boundaries for this new region r dash, and those boundaries will then be used to draw the region, and then we will find limits of u and v. This is our given region, which is a parallelogram. The parallelogram was the parallelogram formed by these 4 points. Now, to find the new region in uv plane, we shall first find the equations of these boundaries for this parallelogram. We know that the equation of line through 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2 is y minus y1 is equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 times x minus x1. For this line AB, x1 y1 will become a, that is 1 comma 0, x2 y2 will be 3 comma 1. I am working with AB, sorry, I am working with this line AB. For x1 y1 it will be 1 comma 0 and x2 y2 will be 3 comma 1. Substituting these values here, y minus y1, because y1 is 0, so it will be 0, y2 minus y1 means 1 minus 0 upon x2 minus x1, that is 3 minus 1 times x minus x1, because x1 is 1, so it will be x minus 1. This left hand side gives simply y. In right hand side it becomes 1 by 2 bracket x minus 1. Cross multiplying 2 towards left hand side, it gives 2y equals to x minus 1, and it becomes x minus 2y equal to 1. Thus, x minus 2y equal to 1 is the equation of this boundary. X minus 2y equal to 1 is equation of AB. Now, we find equation of this line CD. For CD, x1 y1 is 0 1 and x2 y2 is 2 comma 2. Using same formula, the equation becomes y minus y1, that is y minus 1, is equal to y2 minus y1, that is 2 minus 1, upon x2 minus x1, that is 2 minus 0 bracket x minus 0. It gives y minus 1, it gives 1 by 2x, and from this cross multiplying I obtain 2y minus 2 equal to x, that is x minus 2y equals to minus 2. This is the equation of this line x minus 2y equal to minus 2. Similarly, the equations for AD and equations of BC can be calculated. The equation of AD will be x plus y equal to 1 and equation of BC is x plus y equal to 4. I have calculated the equations of boundaries of given region. Now, with the help of these boundaries and given substitution, we shall find limits of u and v. I write here equation of this boundary was x plus y equal to 1. It was x plus y equal to 4. This equation was x minus 2y equal to 1 and this was x minus 2y equals to minus 2. First boundary is x plus y equal to 1 because x plus y is nothing but u. It was our given substitution. So, substituting x plus y equal to u, I obtain u equal to 1. X plus y equal to 4, which is our next boundary. Substituting x plus y equal to 4, it will give u equal to 4 because value of x plus y is u. Next boundary is x minus 2y equals to minus 2 because x minus 2y is v from our given substitution, therefore, it will give v equals to minus 2. The last equation is x minus 2y equals to 1. X minus 2y equals to 1 gives v equals to 1. It should be v equal to 1. Thus, the equations of boundaries in new region are u equals to 1, u equal to 4, v equals to minus 2 and v equal to 4. These are the equations. We shall draw the graphs of these lines. Suppose this is our uv plane. I write this as u axis and this axis as v axis. U equals to 1 is a line parallel to v axis at a distance 1 from it. U equal to 4 is a line parallel to v axis at a distance 4 from it. V equals to minus 2 because it is v axis, so negative v will lie below u axis, v equal to minus 2 will lie here and v equal to 4 will lie in upper part parallel to u axis. The region bounded by all these lines is our region of integration. This region of integration I have drawn here. Now, with the help of this region, we shall find limits for u and v. Because this is a rectangular region, therefore, there is no difficulty in finding limits for u and v. Dividing this region into vertical slices, the limits of v will be from minus 2 to 1 and limits of u will be from 1 to 4. If we draw horizontal slice, then these limits will be obtained, but in figure it is by mistake drawn vertical slice. Limits will remain unaltered because it is a rectangular region. Now, we shall evaluate this integral. The value u square when integrated will give u cube upon 3 because limits of u are recurring inside. So, we have integrated first with respect to u. This applying limits will give 4 cube minus 1 cube upon 3 dv. Then it will become 64 minus 1, that is 63. 1 upon 3 again outside, it will be 1 upon 9. This 63 will be converted to 7 after cancellation, and applying limits of v after integration, I obtain the value of this double integral as 21. Let me sum up once again what happened. This double integral over r x plus y whole square dx dy was to be evaluated. These substitutions x plus y equal to u, x minus 2y equal to v were given. First of all, I calculated the values of x and y in terms of u and v. Using these values, I calculated this Jacobian del xy upon del uv. Then dx dy was calculated using dx dy is equal to mod of Jacobian du dv, and its value became 1 upon 3 du dv. By doing so, the integrand was completely converted into u and v. Now, we have drawn the region in xy plane. The equation of boundaries of this region were calculated. Using these equations, the equations for u and v were calculated, and by the equations for u and v, the new region was drawn in uv plane, which was this rectangle. For this rectangle, limits of u and v were calculated. Applying those limits, I evaluated the integral, and the value of the integral came out to be 1 upon 21. In this problem, we can understand that what is the use of change of variables. Here, we have transformed this region into a rectangular region using suitable change of variable, which was already given to us. Suppose I do not want to make change of variable, then what is the alternate for us to evaluate this double integral? In that case, suppose I divide the region into vertical slices. In that case, for this part, the equations of boundaries are different. For next part, this one, the equations of boundaries are different. For third part, the equations of boundaries are again different. It means to evaluate this integral without change of variable, I will be required to break this integral into 3 parts, and after applying limits, we shall be able to calculate the value. Suppose I try horizontal slicing. In that case, same problem will persist for first part, for second part, for third part. These equations of boundaries are different for this part, this region. Equations of boundaries are different for this region, and they are different for third region. So, if I divide in horizontal slices, then no smoothness will be there in the work. Again, the process will become quite lengthy or even tedious. Thus, it is clear that change of variable is a tool to calculate a double integral, where we can transform the integral to a simpler form, and if substitution is suitable and the problem is conducive to our substitution, then the value of integral can be calculated in very few steps. Now, we move towards our next idea. So far, we have worked with double integration. In double integration, we have considered a region R in xy plane, and then we have divided that region into small areas, and our limit of sum was used to calculate or define the double integral. Now we are going to generalize the idea of double integral to 3 variables, and the concept here is the concept of triple integration. What is triple integration? Let us understand. Consider a solid V in space and a function f x y z defined on V. The solid is looking like this. It is not necessary that solid is rectangular, it can be any solid. Cut up the solid V into a small rectangular solid. I have chopped this solid into small pieces, rectangular pieces. Multiply the function value of f by the volume of the small rectangular solid. Find the sum of the products of the function value times the volume of the rectangular solid. Take the limit as the volume of each small solid approaches 0. The value so obtained as a limit of sum is triple integral of given function f over the region V. Mathematically, this triple integral over V f x y z dV will be limit n tends to infinity r from 1 to n f x r y r z r delta V r. What we have done? A solid in space was given. I have broken this solid into small pieces. In each small piece took a point, and the value of function is calculated at that point, and the product of value of function and the volume of the region was calculated to give this sum. This sum was found in limiting case when n tends to infinity, and n tends to infinity means number of small cuboids is approaching 0, approaching infinity. So the volume of each solid will approach 0, and this limit is triple integral of f over this region V. Now we take an example to understand how to calculate a triple integral if limits are given to us. If limits of triple integral are given to us, then it is not difficult to evaluate the triple integral, because it will be simply the similar process as we have done in double integral. If we are written in this order dz dy dx and limits are applied accordingly, then we shall start the evaluation from inside. When we will integrate with respect to z, remaining variables x and y will be treated as constant. When we will integrate with respect to y, the remaining variables will be treated as constant, and so on. Now we take this example to understand these ideas. Example says, evaluate this triple integral x plus y plus z dz dy dx, where V is the region given by x greater than equal to 0 less than equal to 1, y greater than equal to 0 less than equal to 2, z greater than equal to 0 less than equal to 3. This triple integral is to be evaluated. This is the region. From limits we can see that it is cuboidal region, so these values of x, y and z will work directly as limits. Thus given integral can be written as this. I have x plus y plus z inside integral. The limits of z are from 0 to 3. I have applied those limits inside. Limits of y are from 0 to 2. These limits are placed here. Limits of x are from 0 to 1. These limits are placed here. Now after applying limits, we shall evaluate this integral. To evaluate this integral, we can see that the limits of z are innermost limit. So, we will integrate this with respect to z first. When we will integrate it with respect to z, x and y, that is remaining variables, will be treated as constant. So, this x will give xz because x is constant, its integration will be xz. Y is again constant for z, its integration will be yz. This z when integrated will give z square upon 2. Limits of z are from 0 to 3. Now, these limits will be applied in this double integral. Applying these limits, this z will be replaced by 3, it will be 3x, it will be 3y, and this term will give 9 by 2. Substituting z equal to 0, all terms will be 0, so no need to write those terms. Now, this integral is a double integral. It can be evaluated exactly by similar process which we have done earlier. This time limits of y are occurring inside. So, we will integrate it with respect to y, and during integration x will be treated as constant. This 3x gives 3xy, this 3y will give 3y square upon 2 because 3 is constant, and 9 by 2 when integrated will give 9 by 2y. Limits of y are from 0 to 2. These limits will be applied. Applying these limits, it gives 6x, it gives 3 times 2 square upon 2, it gives 9 by 2 times 2 dx as it is. Simplification, this 2 will cancel out, this 2 will cancel out, and it will give 6x plus 6 plus 9 dx. Limits of x are from 0 to 1. 6 plus 9 becomes 15. Integrating, I obtain 6x square upon 2 plus 15x, x from 0 to 1. Applying these limits, it becomes 3 plus 15, which is 18. It is the value of our integral and it is our answer. Let me sum up what happened once again. This triple integral was to be evaluated. The limits were directly given. We placed limits of z inside, limits of y after that, and limits of x outside. When integrating with respect to z, remaining variables x and y will be treated as constant. Integrating, I obtained this double integral. This double integral was evaluated with respect to y. Then I obtained this single integral. Integrating it by usual process, I obtained the value of integral as 18. In this problem, the limits of x, y and z were constant, but if limits are not constant, then we shall follow the same practice as we have done earlier in double integral. The outermost limit, this one, the outermost limit must be constant when we are evaluating any double integral or triple integral. The maximum number of variables will be written inside, that is the variable having maximum number of variables in its limits will be written inside, and then the number of variables will keep on decreasing. Those limits which are in terms of x and y, they will be limits of z. Those limits which are in terms of x will be limits of y, and the similar process if the role of variables is changed. In this lecture, we have discussed that what is change of variable in double integral, how to make change of variable in double integral to evaluate a double integral in a simpler manner. Then we have introduced the notion of triple integral, and we have seen that if limits of a triple integral are known, then how can we evaluate a triple integral. In next lecture, we will discuss how to find limits of a triple integral. So far the limits were given. In coming lecture, we will understand that if limits of triple integral are not given, then how can we find those limits and how to evaluate a triple integral after that. Thanks for now. We will continue it next time.